I've never played any of the front mission games, so I came into Mecharashi with no nostalgia or expectations. That didn't matter. The game doesn't need you to know its inspirations to be playable. Mecharashi stands on its own as a tactical, turn-based mech game. It has a rough start, especially on the story side, but it slowly builds into a well-designed strategy game with enough depth to keep you thinking several moves ahead. If you like turn-based tactics and mechs, there's something here worth your time. Just be ready to overlook some obvious flaws. The story puts you in the role of Kaiden Newman, a former mercenary pulled into a faction war after being betrayed by the military. The problem? The betrayal happens out of nowhere with no setup, and the game never really explains it. Characters get introduced, dropped, or sidelined before they can make an impact. Even major events lack weight because the game skips the emotional buildup needed to make you care. Your closest allies, like Dana, who has a strong backstory, don't get real development. The pacing just barrels ahead, never letting the character arcs land. It all feels rushed and unfinished, but the gameplay makes up for it. Combat is where Mecharashi shines. Each mech has separate health for its body, arms, and legs. Targeting and damage types create real tactical choices. For example, losing legs means a mech can barely move. Take out an arm, and you disable a weapon. Break the body, and it's game over for that unit. Weapons hit in different ways. Some spread damage across parts, others focus it on one spot. That trade-off forces you to plan how you build your team. You can't just pick what looks cool and hope for the best. The game also lets you customize everything. You can change mech parts, weapons, paint, and even add passive skills. Pilots bring their own abilities and stats, making team building more than just slotting people into roles. Some excel at repairs, others at close combat or counterattacks. These layers of mechanical depth keep the combat fresh. Still, the game shows its budget. The UI is clunky and poorly arranged. Live 2D character art looks dated. Basic things like transitions, menus, and dialogue windows feel stiff and unfinished. Voice acting is surprisingly decent but inconsistent. Some parts are voiced, others are silent for no reason. Visual novel scenes are awkward too, only showing two characters at a time, making group conversations a mess. Mecharashi feels like a game made with limited resources, where most of the effort went into the combat system. The writing, art, and presentation all fall short. But if you're here for solid turn-based tactics with satisfying mech mechanics, the game delivers. It's not polished and it's far from complete in some areas, but it does have heart. I kept playing because the fights were genuinely fun to figure out. If you can deal with its flaws and don't mind the usual gacha systems, Mecharashi is worth trying.